In the top stories, acting ombudsman installed as part of government's good governance transformation. Government officials help clean up Irishtown Primary, and Prime Minister Drew hosts health walk through his constituency. The details on these stories and more after the break.
In cricket, there are a few essentials. A bat, a pitch, a ball, some fielders, and plenty of refreshments. Enjoy the cricket with Angostura Chill. Angostura Chill, the official refreshment partner of the Hero CPL T20.
Easter is coming, and that means it's time to do some spring cleaning. It's time to upgrade and refresh your home today and save up to 30% off store-wide. Change off that old lounge chair, dining room table, or any furniture item now and save big. Plus, shop our large selection of appliances, televisions, and electronics for the biggest deals. No cash, no problem. Shop with Quartz Ready Finance and pay $0 for 30 days. And before you check out, don't forget to add extended warranty with our Quartz Super Shield product, which will protect your purchase for up to 4 years. This offer is available online at shopquartz.com for a limited time only. Act now before the deals are gone. Conditions apply. Quartz, bringing value home.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Channel 5 newscast. I'm Kalu Berridge. Governor General Her Excellency Dame Marcella Liburd, GCMG-JP, after consultation with the Prime Minister and Leader of the Opposition, has designated Reverend Bishop Cyprian Williams to act as Ombudsman. As of March 20th, Bishop Williams operates from the Integrity Commission's office on the second floor of the Delisle Walwyn Building, Liverpool Row, Bastier, St. Kitts. According to a release, the government considers the presence of an ombudsman as an important element of its good governance transformation. The ombudsman is empowered to investigate any administrative action of a government authority for the purpose of deciding whether there is evidence of maladministration on the part of the authority and to make recommendations pursuant to an investigation to the authority concerning any administrative action that formed the subject of the investigation and generally about ways of improving its administrative practices and procedures. Maladministration means inefficient, bad, or improper administration and includes unreasonable delay in dealing with the subject matter of an investigation, abuse of any power, or administrative action that is contrary to law, unfair, oppressive, or discriminatory, or based on procedures that are unfair, oppressive, or discriminatory, based wholly or partly on a mistake of law or fact or irrelevant grounds, or related to the application of arbitrary or unreasonable procedures or negligence. Bishop Williams expressed his pleasure to begin acting as Ombudsman and stated that he is, quote, committed to serving our people in a professional, independent manner, end quote. He has undertaken to lead an education campaign throughout St. Kitts and Nevis to bring awareness to the general public about the functions and role of an ombudsman. The government has also expressed its interest in proposing amendments to the Ombudsman Act to strengthen the Ombudsman office. Parliamentary Representative for Constituency Number 2, Honorable Marsha Henderson, with support from Cabinet colleagues, embarked on a cleanup exercise at the Irishtown Primary School on Saturday. During the cleanup activity, Minister Henderson explained the rationale behind the event and some of the tasks performed by the volunteers.
We've embarked on a cleanup of the Irishtown Primary School. This is in relation to the safe reopening of the school after the Easter holidays. We want the students to come back to a clean and nice environment. We are also securing the perimeters, so today we are taking down the fencing with the hope of erecting the new fence. We are also cleaning. We're going to power wash and paint the building. We're taking out the garbage. We've taken out some already, and the Ministry of Education is also here with us. They're going to help with the erecting of the retaining wall. And so today is the first phase in the operation of the safe reopening for the Irish Town Primary School.
Minister of Education, Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, thanked all who went out to volunteer their time to the cleanup process. He also stated that he will extend the initiative to other schools around the island.
As you can see, there are a lot of stuff that we are taking out of rooms, and this is something that I am going to ensure that we do throughout the entire country as it relates to our school. The mandate will be given for all schools to get rid of things that are no longer useful and only adding to garbage. So I want to thank each and every one for coming out, and we look forward to your continued support as we decide which is our next stop in the cleaning process of all of our schools on the island of St. Kitts and Nevis.
Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew also assisted with the cleanup. He congratulated the community for coming out and assisting and urged the young people of the Federation to abandon violence.
I want to congratulate the community as well for its response, and really to reiterate the fact to the young people especially that violence should be abandoned. Violence breeds violence. Violence is not a way that young people should go. We want our young people to take advantage of the many opportunities to build their lives positively so that they can bring, of course, honor to themselves, their families, their communities, and their country. And I want to reiterate that fact very soundly.
The Irish Town Primary School has been closed for face-to-face instruction since Wednesday, February 15th, following a shooting incident that took place at the school on Tuesday, February 14th. Prime Minister and Minister of Health, Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, participated in a health walk over the weekend organized by the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party constituency district. As someone who exercises regularly, Prime Minister Drew welcomed the initiative.
I want to take this opportunity to thank the Keon Atlas district of the St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party for organizing this health walk this morning. The first of its kind. That's the first time that a district within a larger constituency would have organized a walk. So I want to really thank them for their innovation and initiative. I would say that it was an excellent walk. I want to thank all who came out to walk with us. I hear the comments of persons and they are very happy that they came out. They want more like this. They think this is a healthy way to start the day, and this promotes health, which I as a medical doctor as well promote a lot. So I want to say thanks to them and thanks for all those who are coming out, and I will invite all of you on the next walk that we will have.
Meanwhile, Deputy Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley advocated for healthier lifestyles to be adopted at an early age.
Good morning. I'm here with the Honorable Prime Minister, just climaxing our health walk from constituency number 8, ending in the Conwy area. This is evident that the Prime Minister and also Minister of Health is very serious about health and wellness, and have been inviting the constituents and other nationals out to try to remain fit, and those who are not, including myself, to get there. And I deem this as a lesson that I will have to take seriously, especially in light of the fact that all of the statistics of the NCDs that we have here, we really need to, as a nation, starting from our children, re-educate so that we can promote healthy, better lifestyles. I'm happy to be here with the Prime Minister and the other members of the constituency, and by extension all other constituencies who came out to support this initiative.
The walk took place throughout communities through constituency number 8. On Tuesday, Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Marcella Liburd, welcomed the daughter of a former administrator of St. Kitts and Nevis. An administrator was responsible for effecting government policy in the districts and provinces of each territory, and Douglas Roy Stewart served as administrator from 1931 to 1939. His granddaughter Caroline Datsopoulos paid a courtesy call on the Governor General, where she chatted about her grandfather and the work he did in the country. She told ZIZ that one of his more notable accomplishments was stabilizing the country's finances.
My two uncles, Roderick and Claude Stewart, the sons of Douglas Roy Stewart. Douglas Roy Stewart had a CMG as well, which I was very proud about. which is, yeah. But they started up, they were interested in ham radio and radio communications, and they started up this ZIZ, which I believe the name came from the code that they were given to be allowed to go on the airwaves. And they started this. I think there was even a little building up behind, I understand, Government House that it started in.
She also pointed out that Mr. Stewart's son had a hand in what would eventually be ZIZ Radio.
My two uncles, Roderick and Claude Stewart, the sons of Douglas Roy Stewart. Douglas Roy Stewart had a CMG as well, which I was very proud about, which is, yeah. But they started up, they were interested in ham radio and radio communications, and they started up this ZIZ, which I believe the name came from the code that they were given to be allowed to go on the airwaves. And they started this. I think there was even a little building up behind, I understand, Government House that it started in.
Douglas Roy Stewart worked out of what is now Government House for 80 years. He died suddenly in February 1939. After the break, government launches Seniors Day program, and the Rotary Club of Liamega highlights the importance of water. Stay with us.
Here are your Horseman Value Mart IGA specials.
Running March 9 to the 23rd.
Now your Value Club Blue Tag specials. Essential everyday breadcrumbs, just $6.99. Essential everyday shredded and chunk cheeses, just $8.49. Essential everyday applesauce bowls, $11.99. Essential everyday instant puddings and gelatins, $4.49. Purex detergent, $14.99. Essential everyday trash bags, $21.99. And now our very low weekly
value deals. IGA and essential everyday peanut butter, $9.99. IGA and essential everyday vinegar, white 5%, $5.99. Essential everyday pasta, $4.99. IGA and essential everyday cream cheese, $6.49. Mueller's lasagna, $6.99. Soft soap liquid hand soaps, $5.99. Shop smart, shop value mart. Tell them in Spanish.
sea listo y haga sus compras aquí a Value Mart. There is no better time to discover what your National Bank Visa debit or black cards can do.
Mimi, what's that song?
It can get you out of a pickle. Using my National Bank Visa card is fast, secure, and convenient.
Cashless SKN is our new lifestyle choice. National Bank, always here.
Hey hon, what's up? Hey girl, I just called you to tell you about this great deal that I'm about to get with an insurance company on my new car.
Really?
Yes, really, just $200 monthly for the next 12 months.
That sounds too good to be true. Does it include windshield coverage?
No, that's an additional cost.
Does it include personal accident and medical expense coverage?
Wait, no, it does not.
What about act of God and riot and strife coverage?
No, you know.
Please tell me it at least includes some kind of no claims protection.
It does not.
Well, friend, the math is not mathing at all. With TDC Insurance, you got one rate and all that I mentioned included.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm going on the website right now to get a quote.
You definitely need to switch to TDC Insurance where the math is mathing.
At TDC Insurance Company, we take good care of you, guaranteeing you peace of mind.
Welcome back. Seniors in 3 communities across St. Kitts will be busy on select days each week following the launch of a pilot initiative by the government on Monday, March 20th. The Seniors Day program officially began following a ceremony at the Newtown Community Center. The program will be piloted in East Bastia on Mondays, St. Peter's on Tuesdays, and St. Paul's on Wednesdays. During the 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. scheduled hours, the participants will engage in various fun and educational activities. Discussions on topics such as proper foot care for diabetics, healthy eating, financial management, and disaster preparedness will be held. However, this month's core activity is kite making. This is in preparation for a kite flying festival that the Ministry of Youth Empowerment, Aging and Disabilities intends to introduce during the Easter holidays. At the opening ceremony, the Minister of State responsible for Social Development and Aging, Honorable Iseline Phillip, welcomed the older persons.
I want you to just embrace the opportunity, and of course feel free to also give feedback as to what you'd like to see and the things that you'd like to do. But I really hope that this is a program that you can feel proud of, a program that you're excited to come to every Monday here in your community, and to also bring a friend as we grow.
Deputy Prime Minister and Minister responsible for Social Development and Aging, Honorable Dr. Jeffrey Hanley, noted that as a teen, his mother encouraged him to assist older persons in the community and indicated that even as a Minister of Government, he continues to assist today.
I want to turn our community centers into an active center specifically to bring our seniors out of their homes in an environment where they can mingle, they can have fun among their very own age group, and some of the activities would also include bringing the young people to be with them, because there is so much information that you as seniors have and the stories.
Dr. Hanley noted that every effort will be made to ensure that the seniors are comfortable and remain engaged with activities that stimulate their minds as well as their physical and spiritual wellness. The opening was also attended by Prime Minister Honorable Dr. Terence Drew. In the world of Rotary, March is recognized as Water and Sanitation Month. To this end, members of the Rotary Club of Liamiga used the breakfast meeting on Wednesday, 15th March to focus on the topic of water in St. Kitts. Leading the discussion was Ryan Phillip, Assistant Water Engineer at the St. Kitts Water Services Department, who spoke to members about the value of this precious resource. According to Mr. Phillip, quote, over the last decade, there has been an increased demand for water, while simultaneously a decrease in the supply of water from the island's traditional sources, caused by several factors, including lower average annual rainfall and the impact of climate change, end quote. Phillip also noted that 2 desalination plants are due to be constructed, with additional drilling for new wells to be undertaken to improve the situation. He also advised Rotarians to employ water conservation methods, citing examples such as taking shorter showers, using water-saving devices on taps and lavatories, and the need to look at harvesting rainwater from roofs using cisterns or water tanks. World Water Day is celebrated on the 22nd of March. The annual observance, which began in 1993, celebrates water and raises awareness of the 2 billion people living without access to safe water. The government of St. Kitts and Nevis is attending a hybrid workshop in St. Lucia from the 21st to the 22nd of March, with the objective of mainstreaming its human security approach in disaster displacement and environmental migration policies in the Eastern Caribbean. Participants at the workshop will be working to validate that the integration of existing human security approach is included in national policies and recommend ways to achieve greater success. Abdias Samuel, National Disaster Coordinator at the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, will join other technical officers from across the region. The Human Security Approach project aims to systematize solutions through which affected individuals can feel more secure to move on with their lives. Participants will also discuss best practices related to the cross-border movement of people affected by disasters in the OACS. Cross-border evacuation protocols will also be discussed to better plan for the possibility of population increase as a result of international disasters. The workshop is being hosted by the International Organization for Migration in partnership with the donor UN Trust Fund for Human Security. Other contributing stakeholders include the OACS Commission, the UN Resident Coordinator Office for Barbados and the Eastern Caribbean, UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, and the Platform for Disaster Displacement. Always a poet, even in prose, is the theme guiding the observance of World Poetry Day 2023 in countries around the world. As the St. Kitts Nevis National Commission for UNESCO commemorates World Poetry Day on March 21st, local poets made presentations on the impact and influence of poetry. Poet Creighton Pension explained the aim of World Poetry Day, which was established by UNESCO over 20 years ago.
World Poetry Day was first established by UNESCO in 1999, and each year ever since, March the 21st has been designated as World Poetry Day. It was adopted by UNESCO in recognition of the ability of poetry to capture the creative spirit of the human mind. The day aims to encourage poetry in many forms and languages throughout the world. This fits in nicely with the theme for this year, always be a poet, even in prose.
Poet Lesroy Williams spoke of the significance poetry has had for him from an early age.
I started writing poetry many years ago as a way to express myself. I find it a very cool way of expressing who I am and my feelings. So I do not believe that poetry should be anything that is sophisticated, very complicated, but that it should send a message to the world about what you want to express, about what you want to communicate.
Poet Jean Williams encouraged the Federation's writers to keep writing, noting that poetry is an expression of who you are.
I want to encourage you to keep writing and consider recording your words and your work in books, in videos, content that we can use that will outlive you. Because we need our words and our expressions to last. We need our words and expressions to go across the world. They're valuable, they're important. Your poetry is worthy to be seen and heard all over the world, just because it came from you. So on this World Poetry Day, I just want to keep encouraging our writers especially. Keep writing, we need you.
According to Euronews, the theme for World Poetry Day 2023, Always Be a Poet Even in Prose, is a famous line of a verse by a French poet, Charles Baudelaire, which emphasizes the importance of creativity and beauty in all forms of writing, not just poetry. Coming up in regional news, Brazil court to rule on